This lecture is for the living earth, Unit 1.4, Biomes. Today's essential question: what are the characteristics of Earth's terrestrial biomes? First main idea, defining a biome. Biomes are large regions defined by similarities in the abiotic factors they experience. They may not be geographically contiguous, but often occupy similar latitudes on the planet. Grasslands, tropical rainforests, and deserts are examples of biomes that exist on land known as terrestrial biomes. Biomes also exist in water, and these aquatic biomes are less well defined, but are generally divided into freshwater biomes, which are lakes and rivers, and saltwater biomes that include estuaries, the open oceans, shallow seas, and coral reefs. Biomes are not the same as ecosystems because biomes are sets of ecosystems that are closely related to one another and have many common characteristics, including similar assemblages of organisms. Although only 29% of Earth's surface is land, there is incredible diversity in that small percentage. There are great differences in latitude, altitude, and geography among Earth's terrestrial biomes. Temperature and amount of precipitation, which are properties of climate, primarily determine which organisms live in a biome. Climate determines the types of plant species that can live in a region, and the plant life, in turn, partly determines the animal species that live there as well. The major terrestrial biomes on Earth include deserts, tundra, taigas, rainforests, deciduous forests, grasslands, and chaparral. A desert biome has a climate that is categorized as usually hot in the day but cold at night, dry with an annual precipitation of around 23 centimeters. The plants that you'll find in a desert biome are typically sparsely distributed and often small. They include cacti and other succulents, and some trees such as yuccas. The animals that you'll find in a desert biome are mammals, typically mammals that are adapted to dry conditions like camels, or burrowing animals such as lizards, snakes, and many types of invertebrates. The tundra biome is characterized by being cold, with very long and dark, extremely cold winters, and a short, cool growing season. That would be what we call a summer. An annual precipitation of somewhere between 10 and 25 centimeters, still a small amount of precipitation. The plants that you'll find in tundra are typically grasses and very low, meaning short, herbaceous plants, and some small shrubs like willows. The animals that you'll find in the tundra biome, things like caribou, musk ox, and other rodents. There are predators in the tundra like Arctic foxes and polar bears. And there are going to be several species of birds, especially migratory birds during the summer season. The taiga, also known as the boreal forest, typically has very cold winters and a short, cool summer. You'll notice that the annual precipitation is increasing by quite a bit, up to around 50 centimeters. The plants that you'll find include evergreen trees like spruce and firs. The animals that you'll find become more diverse: lynxes, bears, minks, foxes, etc., as well as a larger number of birds, again specifically, or especially rather, migratory birds. Grassland biomes are characterized by cold or cool winters, but hot and dry in the summer, with an annual precipitation rate that ranges somewhere between 25 centimeters and 75 centimeters. Plants you'll find there, like its namesake, typically grasses with some shrubs, and small numbers of trees, usually along watercourses or dry riverbeds. The animals that you find in the grasslands are large herbivores like bison, horses, and antelopes, as well as their predators like wolves, lions, and hyenas. You'll also find small burrowing mammals such as prairie dogs and meerkats, as well as their predators. And then many different species of seed-eating birds, as well as snakes and invertebrates. The chaparral biome typically has hot, dry summers as well as cool winters. Annual precipitation somewhere between 25 and 45 centimeters. The plants are typically shrub-ish. Very few trees, if there are trees, are typically small. And then dry climate trees like scrub oaks. The animals that you'll find in the chaparral: mule deer, rabbits, rodents, coyotes, wild goats, and horses, as well as several species of insects, especially bees and butterflies. The rainforest biome is characterized by tropical all year round, with specifically temperate rainforests are usually cooler all year round, with an annual precipitation that is much higher than the rest, of somewhere between 200 and 400 centimeters. There are typically very large trees and very large amounts of diversity within those forests. The animals also are extremely diverse, a very high biodiversity. Lots of arboreal mammals like monkeys and sloths. Huge diversity among predators like cats, as well as snakes and large birds of prey. And again, very high diversity of invertebrates. The temperate forests, also known as deciduous forests, typically have a climate that's characterized by 4 distinct seasons: summer, fall, winter, spring. They typically have warm summers and cool or cold winters, with an annual precipitation somewhere between 75 and 130 centimeters. Plants are typically hardwood trees like oak and hickory, and you'll find animals there like deer, boar, squirrels, and other small mammals. Classic predators like raccoons, foxes, coyotes, wolves, and bobcats, as well as many types of birds, especially those summer migratory birds, and then a large diversity of invertebrates. At this point, you should be able to generate a response to today's essential question: what are the characteristics of Earth's terrestrial biomes?